So I didn't know what video to make today actually, but then I went online and I was looking at news on Call of Duty, and then I looked at news on other games and seen that Xdefiant actually had some good news recently. And I'm honest with you guys about everything. I've been vocal all year about my dissatisfaction for Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, but I've also been honest whenever Sledgehammer's been doing a good job and actually making changes in the game and talking back to the community. And I'll be honest again here whenever we're talking about Xdefiant. I've been telling you that recently this game's, it's quite frankly in the shitter right now. Well, recently it's been doing a lot better, and we got, some news right here. I guess a whole lot better is an understatement. It's been doing a little bit better recently in terms of player numbers and, viewership on, Twitch and YouTube. But the thing is the game itself is still suffering right now. But the good news is Xdefiant devs have recently spoken up now and told us that the game will not be shutting down. So it's Cypher here. Before we do get into the video, make sure you go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I really appreciate you guys. We've been getting a lot of support on the most recent videos, a lot of interaction, a lot of engagement in the comments down there, and I really do enjoy that. So make sure you hit the like, go to the comments down below, let me know what you guys think after this video is over with. So recently we were talking about how apparently Ubisoft came out into a meeting recently and pretty much told the Xdefiant team that if they didn't change things around by Season 3 and everything, that they would be axing the game and get rid of it. And honestly, that isn't a big surprise considering that Ubisoft loves to make their money so much. Ubisoft doesn't like to just take losses. They're used to it at this point, I feel like. So at least that's a good thing. They've been trained to take losses upon losses upon losses now, because that's what their track record's been recently. I don't exactly know what's going on over there with Ubisoft, but I will say this: one day ago, I've noticed that Ubisoft people in France has also taken a strike right now. So there's just a lot of Ubisoft workers on strike right now, and the whole studio needs to be rebuilt from the ground up at this point. Honestly, the Xdefiant's biggest thing holding it back right now is the fact that it's being owned by Ubisoft right now. If somebody else owned this game right now, I feel like we wouldn't be having as many issues. Earlier today at 11 a.m. I wish I would have got a screenshot of this, but I accidentally fell back asleep and took a nap earlier after I got some food. But at 11 a.m. when I checked today on October 18th, Xdefiant only had 1,300 people on Twitch, overall viewership across the whole platform. That's actually a lot better though, because one day it was sitting at 800, so 1,300 is good. And as of right now though, at 3:52 p.m. now, it's got 1.8 thousand viewers right now, so the viewership actually has doubled from what I've seen that recently, so that's good. But the thing that a lot of people were upset with, and the reason that a lot of creators, and including myself, has actually took a break from the game, and that's actually weird because you guys probably remember in Season 1 there was a week that I put 30 hours into this game and just grinded it very, very hard to get the battle pass done, and I was really enjoying the game. And now this game, it's not enjoyable at all in Season 2. We talked a little bit about this in the last video about how bad Season 2 is. They added nothing pretty much besides some new skins that had flowers on them. They didn't remove the spider drone, nor did they fix it. I don't know what they need to do about that, but they need to fix it or remove it or something. They said they were going to, they didn't. It's just, and then Season 2, it looks like there's a lack of content. It looks like they gave up already, and I know that they recently talked about they're already working on Seasons 3 and 4 to give people a lot more content, but that scares me though, if they're already talking about Seasons 3 and 4 and not focusing on 2, and it just came out. By the way, if you guys don't know who the executive producer is of Xdefiant, it's actually Mark Rubin, so some of you guys actually might know some of his past work and everything, but he took to Twitter recently and he said, I've literally been in meetings as of last week to discuss our Year 2 plans, but right now we're super focused on improving the technical experience, which includes the netcode, and adding more content for Seasons 3 and 4, he wrote on X. And, that's awesome, but the thing is though, I haven't seen any improvement on the netcode yet. We talked about this in the last video, the fact that they actually dropped the Tom Clancy naming in 2021 for this game. It was originally going to be called Tom Clancy's Xdefiant, but the problem is with that is apparently a lot of fans got mad. I didn't know exactly why they had dropped it. We didn't cover that in the last video. Apparently a lot of fans got mad at the Tom Clancy naming being attached to this game. I don't know if it's because it's a not as serious shooter as Tom Clancy is usually known for, like Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell, but I can agree with that, and I'm really glad that this does not have Tom Clancy's name attached to it, because it would probably ruin part of Tom Clancy's just history and lineage. This game is not nothing that I would want to have associated with my name either, especially right now. Apparently, Xdefiant also missed a planned launch last year due to console certification issues. I didn't actually hear about this, but I actually read about this, so that's crazy, but I also definitely believe that. And they also said that it got another delay in October when it was going to release because this time of inconsistencies in the game experience, and I can also believe that. So that's hilarious. And also, Mark Rubin even described one of the betas that they had as having a horrible server experience, and that's from his words. So that's kind of hilarious, and again, I believe that. And honestly, that's the thing, the connection issues, the balancing in this game isn't that bad. It definitely could use some work and some polishing, don't get me wrong, especially with like stuff like the spider drone. It's really just particular items, but the balancing in this game isn't that bad. They probably will have to nerf the new faction, the Highwaymen, because some of their abilities, they have like 3 really powerful abilities, especially the sentry gun, so they're probably going to have to nerf that somehow. But like I said, honestly, a lot of creators have taken a step back and like taken a break this season in hopes that they're gonna fix some of these like broken mechanics right now and stuff, probably like the spider drone and like, you know, all the broken netcode and stuff. And the thing is, I'm also taking a break right now. I've not played the game in, I don't even know, probably a week now because I've been playing Sons of the Forest so much. But you know, it scares me to say this, but I feel like if Xdefiant was just like taken from like this developer and everything and given to somebody competent, like, or at least semi-competent, let me say that, like EA, I feel like you would put this game into a wild position. You know, like just imagine if someone like EA that does Battlefield ended up making a Call of Duty killer, air quotes right there on that, Call of Duty killer like this game. That would be crazy. They probably could actually make it into a legit Call of Duty killer if EA had a game like this, but they don't. And that's something else we need to talk about. You know, the gameplay in this game is pretty repetitive, I guess you could say. The maps are pretty small. Aside from like the escort maps, whenever you play escort in this game, you got like bigger versions of the map and everything. I think they need to take the escort maps in this game that's like very long and very big. They need to put in more game modes. Like they need to have like a war game mode where they have like an additional player on each team. They just need to add some more stuff to it to make the game more fun. Like they just now added bomb, and the reason that bomb got delayed from season 1 because they said that they were going to add it towards the end of season 1 right there, the bomb, which is search and destroy if you don't know in Xdefiant. And the reason they didn't add it was because they didn't have a kill cam ready to go for the game. Like that's and that's sad. That's sad that this team can't develop a kill cam. And even now, with the kill cam developed in the game and everything for bomb, it's broken half the time. It doesn't show stuff right, which is just really sad, honestly. Like you see how much work Ubisoft puts into their stuff, and it's like always like half-assed. Including the kill cam system, something's always wrong when they add a new feature like this. You got visual bugs walking around a lot whenever you're watching somebody else, like like you know, that's still alive in search and destroy. Whenever you're watching somebody else, it looks very odd and very weird because there's like a visual bug as they're sprinting with their gun. Sometimes whenever you scope in, I've been having a bug this season. Whenever I scope in, my reticle inside of my red dot just disappears, and I haven't had it recently, and it's confusing the hell out of me. I will say that this season I've not run into any hackers, and in season 1 I did run into hackers, so hopefully we don't run into hackers this season. Hopefully they like made at least a few tweaks and changes to their security stuff, because there was a guy hacking last season in season 1 that was walking around the map with like a sniper rifle, and he was like using super sprint where he could sprint faster than anybody else, and he was just killing all of us at spawn. He had like 52 kills in 2. And we got a video of him on the PlayStation 5. He was just going crazy, and I was like, wow. I was like, this is a pathetic game. That's the moment that I thought that this game was pathetic. But honestly, like I said, I think that they can save it. I'm glad to see that it actually is getting more viewers on Twitch right now than it normally does right now. Like, it's sitting at 1.8K right here. Like, I can even refresh it, like, while we sit here and everything to see if it changed at all. And it's, wow, it actually went to 2.4K. I'm not even lying, guys. Like, in the past 35 minutes of me, like, you know, making this video right here and stuff, Xdefiant's viewership across Twitch has went up to 2.4K views overall, which is actually good. I'm glad that the game is getting a little bit more popularity again right now and some more traction right now. They need that if they're going to try and keep making updates for this game. The only thing I can say is, you know, good luck to Xdefiant. You know, maybe we'll do an Xdefiant stream one night, but honestly, this game makes my blood pressure get high sometimes, and I can't keep my shit together, and I cuss too much. So, until then, you guys take it easy. This has been Cypher. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.